Why, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Truly Odd podcast, where we bring you the latest in game news and movie news. I am your host, Joe Garcia. So grab your controllers, get your popcorn, and let's go ahead and dive right on in, shall we? Starting with our game news topics of the day. And our first game news topic of the day is regarding Kojima Productions unveiling the OD Knock teaser trailer. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Now, mind you, this is actual in-game engine visuals here, which looks absolutely phenomenal. If you guys want to see the trailer for yourself, I'll have a link to the article in the description down below. But everyone knows how much of a bitch YouTube tends to be, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this play a little bit on mute, and hopefully we don't get issues. But let's go ahead and take a look here. The trailer for OD Knock features star Sophia Lillis, forgive me if I'm pronouncing her name wrong, uh, lighting ritualistic candles in a dim apartment as ominous knock sounds echo, hinting at a psychological horror themes. One second, guys. Hideo Kojima describes the project as an exploration of personal fears of loud knocks, suggesting OD may evolve into a series of horror experiences echoing cent- each centering on different primal fears. Developed by Xbox Studios, OD Knock may differ from Jordan Peele's previously announced OD project. Though both share thematical roots, it's still unclear whether the title will be exclusive or part of a broader anthology. So, with that being said, it seems like let's go ahead and skip ahead here so you guys can see. So, look at the just the animation on the hand here when she's going to light candles. Phenomenal. Now, I'm not sure if this is actual in engine or if they, did a little bit of enhancement with some typical CGI. But if it does look like this, what phenomenal! And then look at the acting here from Sophia. She does a phenomenal job here, just really inciting the fear from the character. I mean, even she gets the tears dropping. Now, I don't know if she actually teared up or if it's animated, but either way, the acting is phenomenal here. She does a phenomenal job. So, yeah, if you guys haven't checked out this trailer, I highly recommend you guys do. But the bigger question regarding this trailer is whether this is going to be an anthology game. So, is it going to be a game based off certain horror things happening to certain characters? I remember in the original, they kind of introduced multiple characters. So, I'm not sure if this is going to be a linear story being told or if this is going to be something where different individual stories are being told, probably culminating into one horror project. So, a very interesting thing going on here. But as far as visually, it looks absolutely phenomenal just based off this teaser trailer. I don't think there was any hints on a release date or anything of that sort. I'm looking here to double check. No, nothing of a release date as of yet, but we're probably looking at a 2026 release if they're setting out teasers now. So hopefully that's the case. I know we've been waiting for this game for quite some time since the original reveal. So hopefully that'll turn out to be what happens here with this project. All that being said, guys, let me know what you guys thought of this trailer. Did you enjoy it? Did you think it was creepy and Ori, or did you like Sophia's performance like I did? I loved her performance, and hopefully the game turns out as good as these visuals are showcasing. That being said, guys, it looks like let's go ahead and move on to our next game news topic, which is another Hideo Kojima project. Let's take a look here. Kojima Production reveals three cast members and a poster for their title. What's it called? I still haven't figured out what this title is called, but it's Physint, I think it's called. Let's go ahead and take a look here. If I'm saying this wrong, let me know, guys. But this is the title. Sci- is it Physint? Because I know it's physical intelligence, or is it silent? I don't know. I'm gonna go say Physint. Let me know how wrong I am in the comments down below. All that being said, let's go ahead and take a look here at the details. Here's the poster for the actual game, and here are the cast members. Hideo Kojima confirms Physint. God, I really hope I'm saying that right. Is still in conceptual phase and at least 5 years away from launch, though the tech will surpass that of Kojima's production's upcoming horror title OD. Three supporting actors were revealed, and these are the three actors right here. From Charlie Farser on the left, uh, from Furiosa fame, Mai Dong Sok from Train to Busan fame, and I believe he was also in Marvel's oh my god, Eternals, if I'm not mistaken. And on the right would be Mina Haba Hama, Hamaba Hamabe. Jesus, I'm pronouncing her name horribly wrong. Anyways, from Godzilla Minus One fame, with Hamabe in engine render showcasing the highlight visual fidelity, which is this image right here. This is in-game engine footage supposedly. A teaser poster was unveiled featuring the game's protagonist. Though the lead role has remains uncast, the game is planned for a PlayStation platform, for a future PlayStation platform, likely the next gen hardware. So it looks like we finally got a game that will be releasing, or at least a know of a game that will be releasing on the next gen consoles. And I want to remind you guys, even though this image right here is supposed to be what we're looking at in-game showcase, mind you, this is still 5 years out, so this is subject to change quite dramatically and be very much improved upon. But I do like the casting, especially Don Lee, who I think is absolutely phenomenal. I think he really really just is a phenomenal actor. I loved all his performances. I love everything he's in. There's a there's just bringing I guess gravitas to this to the screen, I guess you can call it. But yeah, this looks like an interesting project. Hideo Kojima makes very interesting games, very interesting stories as well. So to see him tackle more of a action uh, game would be very nice. Uh, yeah, but that being said, guys, let me know what you guys thought of this game's announcement, and then are you hoping to check it out eventually when it comes out on the PlayStation 6, possibly? That being said, guys, let's go ahead and move on to our next game news topic of the day. And our next game news topic is about Xbox products vanish from Costco US and UK website amid sale slump. Let's go ahead and take a look at this article from Game Rant. Shoppers have noticed that Costco's Xbox consoles, games, and accessories are no longer listed on Costco's US and UK website, while listings for PlayStation and Nintendo remain unaffected. The removal may be linked to the declining Xbox hardware sales, down 22% year over year, and backlash over recent price hikes, which some citing what some critics claim as a profit-driven rather than a tariff-related price hike. Where are we at here? The disappearance comes just days before Xbox's Tokyo Game Show showcase, where new titles is expected to be. So it looks like a lot of people are citing. We just talked about this yesterday with the Xbox's prices going up ridiculous amounts. If I remember correctly, let me see if I have down the prices right here. I thought I wrote them down. Yeah, with Xbox going up $20 to $70 with their Xbox Series X Galactic, what the 2 terabyte Galactus Black Special Edition going up to $800, and their Series X going to $650. So yeah, the prices are getting ridiculous, and not many people are buying it. But it looks like they're seem to be punishing the fans of Xbox that are buying it. At least that's how some critics are seeing it with this price hike, especially if they're saying that it's not tariff driven. So that just says a lot. Even though they're not making a lot of sales, it seems like the people that are interested in the Xbox are being punished for wanting to buy the console. It's really sad to see this happen. And while that may not be the case, I think it's a tough time to be a gamer right now with all these price hikes and all these things going on in the industry. But let me know what you guys think. Are you guys interested in buying the new Xbox before the price hike goes up on October 3rd? Clearly, you can't be getting it at Costco, so where will you guys be end up buying it? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move on to our next game news topic. And our next game news topic is all the rumors for the PlayStation State of Play happening in September have been confirmed, at least as far as the State of Play itself. PlayStation State of Play is set for September 4th and promises a 35-minute of game reveals and updates. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Sony's latest State of Play airs on September 24th at 2 p.m. PT, featuring 35 minutes of announcements centering on upcoming PS5 and PSVR 2 titles. Showcase will highlight new gameplay from third party partners and several indie studios, with no major first party exclusives expected. Now that's the big news here. Now there have been many rumors in the past weeks, in the past month, of, and we've brought them up here, of Wolverine being showcased, of a possible Venom spinoff game being showcased. I kind of put them here in the title, and also updates from Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. So there have been rumors that that is going on. But it seems like they're not going to be doing any exclusives. My hope is at the end of the show, which they usually do, the last one they highlight something big. So I'm hoping that will be end up being Wolverine. But I think it'll be a big mistake for them to do this state of play and not showcase something that everyone's looking forward to in the future, because it's already been long awaited for this Wolverine game and all these other games. I think they just need to keep fans on the leash, I guess you could say, or on the fishing line to keep them coming back, because the exclusives for the PS5 haven't been as widely successful and as a broader amount as the PS4 and the PlayStation 3 exclusives were. So I know a lot of fans are looking forward to more exclusive for the PlayStation. So we'll see what ends up happening here at this showcase. Sadly, the showcase is not till 2 p.m., so I won't be able to watch it. We'll probably have to talk about those announcements on, let's see, on Thursday's show. So, but yeah, we'll see what ends up happening there. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for this state of play? Are you hoping we actually get some first party announcements, or are you just interested in the other games that are going to be showcased? Let me know what you guys think. All that being said, guys, let's go ahead and move on to our next game news topic of the day. And our next game news topic, we're going to put under the rumor mill, because this is supposedly leaked information. But it looks like Call of Duty Black Ops 7 will have a classic zombie mode, according to some leakers. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Reliable leaker The Ghost of Hope claims that Black Ops 7 will include both a standard zombies mode and a throwback First mode, designed to emphasize the franchise's earlier gameplay styles. First mode will reportedly remove modern features like minimaps, armors, and X-File, whatever that is, Xfil, while restoring legacy elements such as 4 perk limit, pistol starts, wall buying, and the original point system. While not yet confirmed by Activision, more details are expected at the Call of Duty Next event on September 30th. Even though Dead Ops Arcade has already been announced, suggesting a broader push for nostalgia when it comes to zombies. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. Are you excited? Oh, hold on, I didn't scroll down and show you guys some of this art, which I think is pretty cool. This art right here. But yeah, here are the details and the specific tweet from the Ghost of Hope that is discussing some of the details regarding this zombies update, I guess you could say, or zombies classic game mode. So if you guys are interested in following him and knowing more details, now mind you, it is a rumor, so not everything is, take everything with a grain of salt when it comes to that. But what would you guys think? Would you like a classic zombies mode where it kind of harkens back to what you guys played originally for zombies, or would you want something more modern and kind of how they're doing it currently? What benefits you, and which one are you more interested in playing? I'm curious what you guys think. But yeah, all that being said, guys, that does it for our game news topics. Let's go ahead and move on to our movie news topics of the day. And our first movie news topic is regarding the Bride teaser trailer. If you guys have not had a chance to take a look at this, I'll have everything in the description down below so you guys could take a look. But again, YouTube, bit of a bitch, can't really show you guys what's going on in this trailer. So let me go ahead and read you guys a little bit of a detailed breakdown. Directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal, The Bride follows a lonely Frankenstein, Christian Bale, who travels to 1930 Chicago to ask Dr. Euphorinus, I hope I'm saying that right, played by Annette Bening, to create a companion, reviving a murdered woman who becomes the bride, played by Jessie Buckley. The teaser hints at a wide mix of murder, passion, and radical romance as the resurrected couple sparks cultural movements and descends into chaos. The film also features Pete Skarsgård. No, that's not Skarsgård. Skarsgård, maybe it is. Pete Skarsgård, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Penelope Cruz, and is set to hit theaters and IMAX on March 6, 2026. Now, a little bit of a spoiler, I guess you can say, or something that I noticed here. I think it's kind of obvious who killed the bride in the beginning. I mean, it's obviously uh, Frankenstein that killed her. So, I mean, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, but just judging from the trailer that I've seen, there's probably going to be a twist later on because she loses her memory and stuff like that. But there will probably be a twist later on in the movie that indicates that the Frankenstein had killed her, or Frankenstein's monster, whoever Christian Bale is playing, killed her and then asked her to be, and then kind of revived her. So I think that's already cited something I noticed in the trailer. That's just for me watching it. I know nothing about this movie. I know no details, but just judging from the trailer, that's what I got. But let me know what you guys think of this trailer. And did you kind of got the vibe that I got, that Frankenstein's kind of the one that killed the bride and then revived her? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. All that being said, guys, let's go ahead and move on to our next movie news topic. And our next movie news topic is regarding Zach Cregger has confirmed a prequel focusing on Aunt Gladys, a prequel to Weapons. Sorry, guys, I missed that part. So it looks like here, director. Hold on one second. Director Zach Cregger has revealed he's in talks with Warner Brothers for a prequel centering around the breakout villain Aunt Gladys, played by Amy Madigan, calling the idea real and long in the works. Now, there's a reason he's saying that. It looks like there was initially rumored that, of course, they're doing the prequel because the movie did so well, but he says here, Cregger emphasized that Weapons' commercial performance did not trigger the prequel development, though the film grossed over $263 million worldwide on a $40 million budget. And mind you, it's still in theaters, so it'll probably go past that at some point. While not officially signed on, Madigan expresses enthusiasm for reprising her role, noting her creative collaboration with Cregger as a highlight on the original production. Okay, guys, so I thought this was very interesting because if he was already in talks to do a prequel before the movie was released or before the movie's success, that just lets me know how much the studio really liked the movie, and that's awesome that they're that much early in development for a prequel to Weapons, which I think will be very successful, especially because I know a lot of people have a lot of questions about the Aunt Gladys character. Now, if you haven't seen Weapons, I highly recommend you do. It's a very fun and entertaining movie, and very creepy as well. So it'd be very interesting to see what he does with the prequel movie, you know, focusing maybe on her childhood up to when she's older, or I don't know exactly what they're doing. Maybe the house she was at before she came to live with this family in the Weapons movie. I'd be very curious what they end up doing with this character, but we're not going to end up seeing that until probably after his Resident Evil movie. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you excited that they have confirmed that they are working on a Aunt Gladys prequel movie? Let me know what you guys think. That being said, guys, let's go ahead and move on to our next movie news topic of the day. And our next movie news topic is about Kenan Thompson's artist for artist developing a biopic of Macho Man Randy Savage. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Kenan Thompson's production company, Artist for Artist, is developing Macho, a feature film about legendary wrestler Macho Man Randy Savage, based on the completed script by Savage's late brother, Lanley. I hope I'm saying that right. Lanley Poffo and Eric Shapiro. Thompson, who met Savage during the 1999 Nickelodeon promo, describes the project as deeply personal. He'll produce alongside Johnny Ryan Jr. and Media Entertainment and Midas Entertainment's Paul Cole Allen, with Range Select handling sales. The film will chronicle Savage's journey from minor league baseball to wrestling superstardom, culminating in a 6-time World Heavyweight Championship title and posthumous WWE Hall of Fame induction in 2015. Now, I don't know if you guys are fans of Macho Man Randy Savage, but I think this is going to turn out to be a lot of fun, and I think this will be an interesting movie. He does have an interesting story behind his life, so I'd be very interested to see what comes of it. And I do like the title of Macho. I hope they put the man because the man in the title, because I think a lot of people might get a little confused if it's not Macho Man, but who knows? Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited to see a biopic about Macho Man Randy Savage? All right, guys, let's go ahead and move on to our next movie news topic of the day. And our next movie news topic is regarding Marvin Jones III to play crime boss Tombstone in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Marvin Jones III, who previously voiced Tombstone in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, will portray the crime boss in the live-action Spider-Man Brand New Day movie. The film is temporarily paused due to Tom Holland's recent concussion, but is set to resume on September 29th, keeping the film on track for a July 31st, 2026 release. The film will also include John Berthal's The Punisher, Mark Ruffalo's The Hulk, as Zendaya, and others. Let's go ahead and break this down for you guys. I think this actor would is going to be a phenomenal Tombstone. I know he voiced him in the show, but I can't remember. I think he was in oh my god, what is that show? The Black Lightning, I think it was, where he played a character there. I think he's a phenomenal actor, and I think it's very exciting to see him be in the MCU and play Tombstone. And I do like that they're introducing villains from Spider-Man we haven't seen before. You know, the big fear was they were going to be utilizing characters that we've already seen on the big screen. Now, we don't know who the main villain of the Spider-Man movie is. A lot of people are assuming it's Mr. Negative. A lot of people are assuming it's Venom. So, yeah, it's very interesting to see that we're going to be seeing a Tombstone character. So I'm curious if he's going to connect with the villain, especially because we're seeing smaller villains. Like, I know Scorpion's going to be part of the film as well, and I very much doubt he's going to be the main villain. But the fact that we're getting these smaller villains in the movie with Scorpion, with Tombstone, I'm very curious how they're going to be part of the movie. I'm curious if the Punisher is going to kind of be on the hunt for Tombstone, and then Spider-Man has to come introduce. There's just so much they can do with the film like this and with the story like this. So I'm very curious how that's all going to dive into everything. But I think this is absolutely phenomenal casting. I cannot wait to see his performance as Tombstone. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Would you have liked to see a different actor playing Tombstone, or are you loving this casting like I am? Let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, all that being said, let's go ahead and move over to our last movie news topic of the day. And our last movie news topic is the first look at Man of Tomorrow script seemingly confirms Brainiac as the villain in the upcoming film. Now, I'm getting mixed messages from this article here. Some people are saying they had a leaked script, and some people are saying James Gunn posted this, so I'm not sure exactly where they're getting their details. But let's go ahead and take a look here. The image in question is this one, posted by James Gunn, but it looks like there was also a leaked script page. A leaked script page confirms Brainiac as a primary antagonist for Man of Tomorrow, making his first major live-action appearance in a Superman film. The film reportedly blends sci-fi horror with emotional introspection, whatever the hell that means, exploring Superman's identity and isolation as Brainiac targets Earth's knowledge and Krypton's legacy. With casting underway and early concept art circling, Man of Tomorrow is shaping up to be a bold reimagining of the Superman mythos, though Warner Brothers has yet to officially comment on the leak. So I'm very curious what the leaked page was. I've tried to look into it to see if I could find anything regarding this leaked page, but nothing too how do I say this? Nothing too set in stone, and nothing basically I can confirm was an actual leak page. Could have just been a fan typed something up and just pretended that's what it was. But regarding this image here shared by James Gunn about Man of Tomorrow, it looks like he's on draft 2 that was submitted. This kind of image here insinuates Brainiac, I guess you could say. But I'm very curious what the script will end up being, because if I'm not mistaken, James Gunn said this Man of Tomorrow movie is technically not a Superman sequel. So I'm very curious how that's going to pan out. It might end up being Superman Man of Tomorrow at some point later down the line, depending on how they want to do that and how they want to advertise it. That's all going to be a factor. But the fact that they are introducing Brainiac sounds very interesting. Or, I mean, let's just say they are introducing Brainiac. I think that's awesome. The fact that we haven't seen him on screen yet. Zod is a bit outplayed when it comes to Superman's, so maybe you want to hold him off for a third movie or later down the line. Maybe to team him up with someone like oh my god, not Doomsday. Who's the guy? Darkseid. Thank you. Anyway, sorry, I don't know why I thanked myself. Anyways, so Darkseid. So I think that'd be interesting to see something like that. And I do think what would be nice of a twist is to have Bradley Cooper come in and play Zod to show that that video, even though that video was real, to have that video be falsified by Zod would be an awesome twist for that movie and for this franchise. But I'm very curious is what they're going to do with Brainiac. Now I know Brainiac's a very powerful and knowledgeable character. I'm curious if they're going to do that shrunken down city of Krypton and things of that sort. So very curious to know what's going to happen in this movie, and I'm very excited to see where the DCU for the future. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you excited? Are you hoping for a Brainiac movie? And what kind of Brainiac adaptation would you like? I know there's a bunch of different adaptations of him from the comics. So let me know what you guys want to see for his adaptation. And who would you cast as Brainiac? Let me know what you guys think. All that being said, guys, that's a wrap for today's episode of the Truly Odd Podcast. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe. And always, guys, remember, stay true, be odd.